I got a message last week from another plumber, a fella I've known better than 20 years, and he was sore at me. He wrote, and I'm quoting him here, "You need to knock it off with these videos. You are giving away the easiest money in the trade." And I'll tell you something, he's not wrong. That's exactly what I'm doing. Because the easiest money in residential plumbing isn't the burst pipe at midnight. It's the weak flush, the faucet that dribbles, the shower head spraying 6 directions at once. We roll up, spend 30 quiet minutes, and hand you an invoice for $150. And the thing that did most of the work rides in every service truck in America. And it costs about $3 a gallon at the grocery store. Plain white vinegar. So today I'm answering him the only way I know how. I'm giving you 12 of those invoices, free. What goes wrong, why it happens, exactly how the vinegar fixes it, and what it just saved you. And I'm keeping a running tab on the screen so you can watch the money pile up. Fair warning, number 9 is going to break some hearts, because it's the vinegar trick half the internet swears by. And I want you to stop doing it. Number 12 can put you in the emergency room if you get it backwards. And stick around past the end, because there is one spot in your house where this jug can quietly cost you a $300 repair. Let's open the tab. Number 1, the choked faucet aerator. Number 1, the faucet that used to blast and now dribbles. 9 times out of 10, the faucet is fine. The trouble is the aerator. That's the little screen cap threaded onto the tip of the spout. Your water picked up dissolved calcium on its way through the ground, and every time the faucet runs, a whisper of that mineral gets left behind on the screen. Lime scale. Give it a year or two, and the screen is half rock. Here's the fix. Unscrew the aerator by hand, and if it's stuck, wrap a rag around it and use pliers gentle so you don't chew the finish. Drop the little stack of parts in a cup of warm vinegar for 30 minutes. The acid dissolves that scale right back into the liquid it came from. Scrub with an old toothbrush, rinse, thread it back on. Full blast, like the day it was installed. And here's the part people skip. There's a thin rubber washer in that stack. Set it aside instead of soaking it. Hold that thought, because rubber comes back in a big way at number 11. I've walked into houses where the homeowner was pricing a whole new faucet over this. The line on my invoice said, "Restore flow, 1 fixture, $150. The tab starts at $150. Number 2, the bag over the shower head. Number 2, the shower head spraying sideways. Same villain, different fixture. Those rubber nozzles scale shut one by one, and the water that used to come straight down starts squirting off at angles. Most folks figure the head is worn out and go buy a new one. Don't take the head off. Don't even get a wrench. Fill a plastic zip-top bag with vinegar, lift it up over the shower head until the face is swimming in it, and strap the bag to the pipe with a rubber band or a zip tie. Go to bed. In the morning, pull the bag, poke the nozzles with a toothpick, and run the shower hot for a minute. The scale that took 2 years to build lets go overnight. Between you and me, this is the laziest fix in this whole video. And it works as well as anything I could do with a truck full of tools. No thread tape, no risk to the finish, no drips later. A decent replacement head runs $40, and plenty of outfits charge a $60 trip fee just to ring your doorbell. Call that fix an even 100. 2 tips in, the tab reads $250. Number 3, the weak, lazy flush. Number 3, the toilet that flushes like it's tired. This one makes plumbers real money, so listen close. Under the rim of your bowl, there's a ring of small holes called rim jets. That's where the flush water shoots out to start the swirl. In the tank, standing up in the middle, there's an open pipe called the overflow tube, and it feeds that rim. Hard water scales those little jets shut the same way it choked your aerator, and the flush goes from a strong swirl to a sad dribble. Here's the old school fix. Warm a half-gallon of vinegar on the stove until it steams. Not boiling, just good and hot, because warm acid works faster than cold. Last thing before bed, use a funnel and pour it slowly down that overflow tube. Let it sit in the rim all night with nobody flushing. In the morning, scrub under the rim with a stiff brush, then flush. You will see the difference in the swirl with your own eyes. I've walked into houses where somebody had already been quoted a brand new toilet, $400 installed, for exactly this. A weak flush, cured for pocket change. I'll book that one at the standard $150 service call. The tab is at $400 even. Number 4. The film spray cleaners just smear. Number 4. That cloudy white haze on your chrome and shower glass. Folks scrub at this stuff with spray cleaner and get nowhere, and there's a simple reason. That haze isn't dirt. It's mineral, dried in place. It is rock, thin as paint. Spray cleaners are made for grease and grime, so all they do is push the rock around and smear it. You need something that dissolves mineral, and that's an acid. Soak a rag in vinegar and lay it right over the faucet or the fixture like a little blanket. Give it 10 minutes of dwell time. Dwell just means letting it sit and work. Then wipe. For shower glass, put vinegar in a spray bottle with 1 drop of dish soap so it clings to the glass instead of running off. Let it hang there a few minutes, then squeegee. Those specialty water spot removers at the home center run about $18 a bottle. I'll add $40 a year in bottles you won't buy. Tabs at $4.40. Number 5. Vinegar ice for the disposal. Number 5. The garbage disposal that smells like something died. The smell is a film of rotten grease and food coating the inside of the grind chamber, up under the splash guard where your sponge never reaches. Here's the trick my Uncle Ray showed me 40 years ago. Fill an ice cube tray with vinegar and freeze it. Drop a big handful of those frozen cubes in the disposal, run cold water, and turn it on until the racket stops. 2 things happen at once. The machine slings that hard ice around the chamber, and it scours the walls clean, like sandblasting from the inside. And as the cubes melt, the vinegar eats the sour film and kills the stink at the source instead of perfuming over it. Those little disposal freshener packs run about $12 and change at the store, and a tray of frozen vinegar costs you a dime. Add $15 a year. The tab says $455, 5 tips in, and we haven't touched the good stuff yet. Let me pause the tally a second. Everything on this list uses cheap stuff you already own, and that is the whole idea behind my book, 101 Ways to Unclog Any Drain. Every fix in it heads off a drain call that runs $150 to $400. The link is in the description. Tap subscribe too, so the vintage pipe fitter keeps handing you money-saving trade know-how every week. Number 6. The cleaning vinegar markup. Number 6. The jug they'd rather sell you. Walk the cleaning aisle and you'll see cleaning vinegar, 6% acidity. Priced about double the plain cooking vinegar at 5%. Sounds stronger, and it is, by exactly 1 point. That works out to about a fifth more acid in the jug, for twice the money. I'll tell you what that 1 extra point buys you on the jobs in this video. Almost nothing. Give the cheap jug 10 extra minutes of dwell time, and it lands in the same place. The scale can't tell the difference, and your faucet can't either. The fancy label's doing the heavy lifting, not the acid. Buy the plain stuff, buy 2 jugs, and pocket the difference. That's $5 back every single jug, forever. Nudge the tab to 460. Number 7. 3 appliances, 1 jug. Number 7. The appliance triple play. First, the electric water heater. Scale grows on the heating elements like coral on a reef, and a crusted element hums, works harder, and burns out years early. If you're handy, kill the breaker, drain the tank, pull the element with a $10 element wrench, and soak it in vinegar for an hour. It comes out looking new. Now, if any of that sounded like a foreign language, skip it or call it in. No shame in that, and I'd rather you honest than electrocuted. Second, the humidifier. That tank and basin scale up and grow slime. A monthly vinegar rinse keeps it clean and keeps that mist healthy to breathe. Third, the dishwasher. Once a month, stand a cup of vinegar upright in the top rack of an empty machine and run the hottest cycle. It descales the arms, the jets, and the heating element in one pass. And notice, that's vinegar passing through quick and rinsing away, not sitting for days. That difference matters at number 11. An element service call runs $200 around here. Never mind replacing a heater 5 years early. Add 200. Tabs at 660. Number 8. Rust stains on porcelain. Number 8. The rust stain under a drippy faucet. That brown teardrop in the sink is iron that your water carried in, one drip at a time until it stained the porcelain. Bleach won't touch it. Scrubbing barehanded won't either. But a mild acid with patience will loosen iron's grip on the glaze. Soak a few paper towels in vinegar and lay them right on the stain like a wet bandage so it can't dry out. Leave it a few hours. Come back, scrub with a non-scratch pad and light rust staining lifts right off. If the stain is decades old and etched in deep, this won't erase it completely. And I'd rather tell you that straight than promise you a miracle. While you're at it, fix the drip that's feeding the stain, or you'll be doing this again by Christmas. The rust remover gels run $15 a tube. Add it, $6.75 on the tab. And now we get to the ones the internet has dead wrong. Number 9. The volcano is theater. Number 9. The one that's going to break some hearts. The vinegar and baking soda volcano. Half the internet will tell you to dump baking soda down a slow drain, chase it with vinegar, enjoy the fizz, and flush with hot water. And I want you to stop, because I promised you, honest, and honest is this. That fizz is a show. Here's the plain chemistry. Vinegar is a mild acid. Baking soda is a mild base. Pour them together and they don't team up. They cancel each other out, like adding a number and then subtracting the same number. The bubbles are just carbon dioxide, the same fizz that's in a can of soda pop, and bubbles do not grab grease. What's actually left sitting in your pipe afterward is a little salty water. That's it. Both cleaners spent, neither one cleaning. So why do people swear by it? Ask me how I know. Because the recipe always ends the same way. Flush with plenty of hot water. Friend, the hot water was doing the work the whole time. The volcano just stood there, taking the credit. I had a customer years back who did this faithfully every Sunday, proud as could be. And her kitchen drain still slowed down every few months. The kettle was her plumber. The volcano was the mascot. Save it for the science fair. It's a fine volcano. It's a lousy drain cleaner. Number 10. What vinegar cannot do. Number 10. The limit and the quiet part nobody says out loud. Vinegar will not clear a real grease clog. Household vinegar is one of the weakest acids you can buy. That's exactly why it's safe around your family and your pipes. But a grease clog is a solid plug of cooled, fat-packed wall-to-wall in the line. Pouring a mild acid on that is like throwing lemonade at a candle. Every plumber alive knows this. And here's the quiet part. The internet keeps recommending it, and my trade doesn't mind one bit. Because when the vinegar fails, and it will, the phone rings, and that call starts at $150. So here's what actually works. For light greasy film, a good squirt of dish soap and a full pot of the hottest tap water. Dish soap breaks grease into pieces water can carry. For hair and gunk at the drain, a $5 plastic zip strip pulls out things you'll wish you hadn't seen. For a stubborn plug, a hand crank auger, that's a small drain snake, about $30. And if the same drain keeps clogging no matter what, that's a symptom, not a clog, and it's time for a licensed pro with a camera. And write this down somewhere. Grease belongs in a can on the counter, not down the drain, because the cheapest clog on earth is the one you never make. That's the drain call you just dodged. Add 150. The tab is at 825. Number 11. Keep it off the rubber. Number 11. Where vinegar turns on you, rubber. The stuff sealing half your plumbing. The flapper, that's the rubber disc in the tank that lifts when you flush and seals when it drops. Gaskets, O-rings, supply line washers. Let vinegar sit on rubber for days and weeks, and the acid slowly cooks it. It swells, warps, goes gummy, and stops sealing. So hear me plain. Never park vinegar in your toilet tank long term. No jug tricks, no vinegar sitting in there for a month to keep the tank pretty. I got called out to a phantom flusher once, a toilet that refilled itself at 2 in the morning, like a ghost was living there. Lifted the lid and found a warped, swollen flapper, and a homeowner who'd been dosing that tank with vinegar every week for a year to keep it clean. Her $5 flapper fixed the ghost. Her habit is what hired it. Short visits are fine. 30 minutes on an aerator, one hot cycle through the dishwasher. Then it's rinsed and gone. Long soaks on rubber, never. And whatever you soak, rinse. A flapper's $5, but a year of silent leaking down the drain is $50 easy on the water bill. Tab says $8.75. Number 12. The 2 mixes that can hurt you. Number 12. The one I need you to remember even if you forget the rest. Vinegar is safe alone. Mixed wrong, it can hurt you, and there are 2 mixes to burn into your memory. Never mix vinegar with bleach. Not in a bucket, not in a bottle, not one poured into a sink the other is sitting in. Together they make chlorine gas, the same poison gas from the trenches of the First World War, except it's rising over your kitchen sink. It doesn't take much. Burning eyes, a choking cough, a trip to the emergency room. If you're ever cleaning and catch a sharp, stinging bleach smell that bites the back of your throat, stop. Leave the room. Open windows and let the place air out. And never mix vinegar with hydrogen peroxide in the same container. That brews up peracetic acid, and it is rough on skin, eyes, and lungs. Now, you can absolutely use these cleaners in the same house, even on the same job, just one at a time. Use one, rinse it away fully, then use the other. Never the same bottle, never the same standing water. That's the whole rule. I don't tell you that to scare you off the jug. I tell you because I've smelled that gas in a customer's laundry room, and once is plenty. There's no dollar figure on staying out of the ER, so let's close the tab where it stands. $875 in Plumbers invoices, torn up by a $3 jug of vinegar. My buddy's going to be furious. One more thing after this. Because there's a place in your house where this jug can do $300 of damage in one careless minute. If today saved you one visit, then 101 ways to unclog any drain will save you plenty more. It covers every drain in the house, kitchen and disposal, tub and shower, toilet, laundry, floor drains, even the main line. You'll find the link in the description or scan the code on your screen. And subscribe to the Vintage Pipe Fitter because old school know-how saves real money every week. Bonus warning, keep it off natural stone. Now that warning I promised, and this one's a keeper. Keep vinegar off natural stone. Marble, travertine, and be careful around granite too. Here's the twist you'll appreciate after today. Marble is calcium carbonate. That is the very same mineral as the lime scale we've been dissolving all video long. The jug cannot tell your countertop from your crud. Vinegar on marble etches it. Dull ghost rings and spots burned right into the polish. And that's not a stain you wipe off. That's damage a refinishing crew fixes. Starting around $300. Granite is tougher, but the acid eats the sealer and opens the door to stains. And that goes for marble tile and stone shower surrounds too, not just the kitchen counter. So wipe up vinegar spills on stone the second they happen. Use a stone soap on those counters and keep the jug working at the sink and the fixtures, where it belongs. That's 12 and a warning, from me and my Uncle Ray's old $3 jug. Take care of your house, and it'll take care of you. I'll see you next week.